Hey everybody, Gears here. In the last few videos I've been talking about how you can't put things together too early because you're going to have to take something apart only to put it back together again. So in order to put the bolts into here, and I'm doing it a little backwards from the way it's expected, you have to take the wheels out. And I figured, well, I'm never going to have to put the wheels back in, so why don't I go and use red thread lock? Consequently, when I was trying to unbolt the tops here, that was just spinning the screw underneath, and they're locked in place without taking the wheels out again. Great. To make things a little worse, not too much though, I had put a little bit of duct tape over the screw heads to help hold it in place. Normally you would have the bolt on the bottom. In this case, I figure once I trim that lead down for the rest of that screw, it'll be flat with the bolt. So if the screws do come loose, I'll be able to tell the difference immediately because the screw head will be below the level of the bolt, as opposed to having the screw head on top, in which case you'll never see the bolt come loose. It's not accurate, but once painted white, trimmed down, it's going to be pretty much invisible, and the only nitpickers are going to be the nitpickers in the club who have to be perfect, and there is no perfect R2, and that's okay that mine is unique. However, getting this thing apart yet again, so to put the motors in, I need to put the sides in. To put the sides in, I need to have other stuff done. The battery box has to go on before the motors go in. The hoses need to be ready to go before the motors go in. So this whole housing, I get to put the wheels back into the housing at least and set that back again right. That is presuming I find a way to fix the screw to, well, that's a whole nother story. We'll see about how that all goes. But yeah, otherwise it's a bit of a mess. And even so, just looking around here, of course, I'm working on top of projects, project upon project. Bolts for the shoulder, a little shim for the shoulder, some electronics for the insides, some extra electronics over there for a dome stand that I'm making. There's the KHFs that need to go into this before the motor housing goes into there. So yeah, it's a bit chaotic. I don't have a lot of workspace, and no matter how much I clean up, it always seems to get more. So again, taking the housing out so I can put the battery boxes on, so I can put the half moons and the side shells on, so I can finally put the motor back in so I can connect it to the ankle. In the meantime, I've also determined that I'm not going to put my motor controllers inside the battery boxes for this build. They're going to go in the body. That means the wiring that I've done on the legs, there's one way down there, and this wiring gets to get pulled. And instead of sending power down to the legs, I'm going to be sending all of these wires back up into the body, plus the power as well. Well, the power is going to go here, yeah, so it's just all those that are going down to the motors at that point. And here it is right there, the Q85. Amazing piece of technology. So that is it for this one, I guess. Thanks for watching. See ya.